What is up, guys? It's Midwest Raider coming at you with another video for my channel. So today I wanted to bring you the DJ Impulse 200 from Hercules. It is a very cool controller, and I wish I could have brought it to you earlier when I did my under $150 controllers that could get you started, and also are great controllers. Check that video out as well if you're interested. But I wanted to talk about this controller. There's a lot of videos out there on the DJ controller Impulse 200 from Hercules, but I just didn't see a lot of information in depth about a little bit more of the features, what it has on it, what it looks like. It was there was an unboxing, there was a few videos of people actually mixing on it, but I just didn't see a real in-depth on it. So I'm gonna go ahead and make a quick video on it. Bring you as much information as possible, and also talk about the 300 and what's kind of the little bit of the differences, and also I'll talk about the Djuced software that you get with the controller, because it all kind of comes together, and bring you everything in there. So let's dive in. I'll try to get as much information, keep it simple like I do, and bring you as much information as possible. So let's jump in, guys. So in the box, you're going to get, this is the box that it comes in. You're going to get the unit itself. It comes corded, so it does have a cord that is included with it, but it is, you know, hardwired into this controller. So you're going to get this red cord here, USB, which is going to have your power and send your signal to your laptop. You're going to get a little BPM Supreme membership if you're interested in that, and then you're going to get a Hercules technical support. You're going to get a quick start guide, but it's actually in the box, so you got to look in the box there, and that's your quick start guide. And that's about it, guys. That's all you're going to get. So you'll have to pretty much have your own RCA cables to get that plugged into whatever you want to plug it into speaker wise. So like I said, I want to talk about a bunch of things here. Let's talk about the controller itself first and get us started. So in this controller, it is a very nice looking controller. It's probably one of my favorite little setups here. It's a compact controller, but it has plenty for you guys to do whatever you need to do to get DJ work done. No matter if you're a beginner or an established DJ, this can get it done, guys. It also, if you're a beginner, it has a lot of little extra features to help you guys get started, learn more, and get going. So we'll get into that as we show you here. So it looks very good. I mean, all kind of flashy, doing all kinds of lights things. Definitely has everything you need there. But it has your green play pause, orange cue, sync, shift, hot cue, roll, sample, FX, and 4 pads. They are plasticky sounding, but has your manual beat loops, so you have to do it manually. You'll set it in and an out, and then you can hit shift to make them longer. Do a little bit things like that. You can hit vinyl mode, and you'll have a little scratch on your jog wheels. Jog wheels feel very nice, guys. They are nice jog wheels. I do like them. Then you got your tempo faders, your up faders, which feel very nice. A nice crossfader. Cues for your headphones right there. Master volume for your headphones. Master volume for the actual unit. You have filter knobs, which we'll talk about later, which are excellent. I do like them. High, low, and then your channel gain as well. Also load buttons for tracks for either side of your 1 deck, 2 deck, and then also a browser too to search your information. Assistant button, we'll talk about that later. A beat match guide, we'll talk about in a minute. And then same thing on your other side. Now the cool thing, extra features that this has in it to help beginning DJs is the beat alignment here, which will literally have arrows to show you to go forward or reverse, to tell you how to get your beat match in and how to adjust the songs accordingly. Also, you'll get the beat match guide. So like I said, when you have that button, those lights light up, and then it also have it for your tempo as well, and it'll mark red if it needs to go up in tempo or down in tempo, which will help you beat match as well. So very, very cool there. Also, you have your headphone jack right here, or like I said, RCA's in the back. The only thing this thing is missing is a microphone jack, which would be awesome, and this would make it an inclusive excellent DJ controller. If it had a microphone jack, you really could do everything with it. Also on the 300 doesn't even have a microphone jack either. If that had a microphone jack, I probably would have opted for the 300. That way I could honestly use it for whatever I needed. Now if you have a speaker that has a microphone jack in it or something like that, and you're doing small gigs, then you have no problem, and you could still probably use this. Like I said, it could be an excellent backup or even a main controller for smaller gigs, so no problem with that. Okay, let's talk about a little bit about the browser, which has the Energy Assist, and then also the assistant with the Music Assistant. So when you hit the assistant button, it's going to send you to an extra browser window in your software, which is going to give you songs that are in the same BPM to help you choose songs that are easier to mix together. So it was very, very intuitive to help you gain good mixes and stuff like that. Your assistant, that's what that button does. It's going to open a different browser window and tell you. Now, on the actual controller, you see kind of I don't know if you can see that really good, but it's orange right now. So that's going to tell you the energy in the song. So it starts from blue, which is kind of your really chilled, laid back songs, and it goes all the way to red, which are your really danceable songs. And I actually had to look that up and find that, because I was trying to find out if it like labeled each color, which it doesn't. It just tells you the blue to the red, and then in between is how your dance floor is going to go. But I wish they would actually just kind of structure it how, you know, like medium and high and low and in between, and kind of label the colors for you. But very, very cool controller. It has everything in a small version. Like I said, it's about the size of a probably 14-inch laptop, folded down, closed. I have a 14-inch laptop there, and it's, like I said, it's about the same size. So very, very small, easy, portable, throw in a backpack, easy to get on the go, and yet has everything you need to get going. So let's talk about the 300 real quick. So this guy is $119. The 300 will cost you $200, so $199 will get you the 300. And what's the difference? Well, you're basically just going to get some extra knobs, a little bit more functionality for assisting you to beat match, and a bigger controller. But you're still going to be missing that microphone jack. So I don't know if it's truly really needed to go to the 300. They just added a few more. So they gave you more pads, so you get 8 pads instead of 4. You're going to have buttons for each FX, hot cue, roll, and sampler. You're going to get a slip mode button. You're going to get an on and off for your FX, and a knob and a dry wet filter for that. You're going to get UV meters for watching your music, so you can help beat match as well. And you're going to have that. You're still going to have that beat match guide, and it's also going to have some party ambience help too, to like pick out best songs and stuff like that. So it does have a little bit of functionality button wise, but you can really get to all that you need on the software and within this as well. So I don't know if it's truly worth it to go up to the 300 if you want to stay in a smaller bracket or a smaller price range. It's going to be up to you guys. You guys let me know what you think. I'd really like to hear back from you. Let me know, is it really worth it to upgrade to the 300 from the 200, or if you know, vice versa, what you guys think. I think you can pretty much get it all, and you probably have a lot of the same features. You just have maybe a couple extra buttons. Let's move on and let's get to the next thing. Let's talk about the Djuced software, or the Djuced software you're going to get with the Hercules DJ Control Inpulse 200. Now, let's talk about it. The software, I have the brand new version. It's the 5.0.2 or whatever version of this, which is kind of new and out. And I think for a beginning DJ, it's a little bit intimidating. There's a lot of stuff on there, guys. And even though this is easy to learn on, like, and it tells you, it's intuitive and tells you how to do certain things, and there's DJ Academy tutorials that they give you through Hercules, if you want to look at those, that software is pretty big, and unless you get in there and look at everything, read some instructions, you really have to learn how to use that. And there's a lot going on in it. So it does have a lot of features, very, very cool, but I don't know if it's the easiest to use, okay? That's just my opinion. But there is very, very cool features within it that you can use. But let's talk about some of my negatives really quick. One, the library. It's very, very hard. You literally have to go in and have it add whole sections. You can't just add like all your certain drives. You can't just add music. So I found that not very cool because it takes a little while to get your library in there, and you want to analyze everything because when you analyze everything, it takes full advantage of that assistant that you're going to be using and that energy. So if you don't have them analyzed, it's not going to work correctly. So you got to get them all analyzed so you can take full advantage of the software that or the features that you have in this controller for that extra assistant, okay? So you want it to do all that. So if you have big libraries, you're going to have some issues loading all that music in, and it's not fast. So we'll put it that way. Let's talk about the sampler. The sampler is very cool. So you have all kinds of samples like you would in anything else, and you can access the samples by just holding the button down. So we'll go to the samples, and when it's blinking, you know you're in sample mode. When it's not blinking, you're in the regular roll mode or hot cue mode. So you have samples in here. Let me plug this in real quick. Sorry. Turn my speaker on here. All right. So you have samples that you can use. And you can shut them off by hitting shift and then hitting the button to shut them off. You can also, you have options to get in there and do them as like a trigger or a toggle. So on a toggle, you can just hit the button and hit the button again and it'll shut off, and you don't have to hit shift, you can just hit the button. Or a gate, you can hold the button, let it off, and then it'll shut it off. So there's ways to change that within the software, but when you do that, it doesn't save that information. You have to go in and do it every time you open that particular pack, which is not cool. And if anybody knows any different, let me know. I don't know if you have to save it again. You have to save that pack under a new thing to get it to save your settings. I don't know, but you guys let me know. But I didn't think that was very cool. Also, there's so much stuff in there that you really have to investigate it to get it to work. To find all the buttons and the cool things that they have within it. Once you find it, they're awesome, but you have to find it. You have to really trial and error and use the system. Okay? Another thing I want to talk about. When I'm analyzing songs and I added a lot of music from my library, I had the system crash a few times. Now, it's probably a good handful of times that I've had to reopen it, start, and maybe just not put as much music in there to analyze. So just want to point that out there. Now, I'm sure if you didn't analyze and you were trying to do everything all at the same time, you'd be fine. But still, I've had it crash, and that's kind of sad, okay? Because I've never had Virtual DJ. In my opinion, I've never had it happen to me, Virtual DJ, Serato, or Tractor. I've never had it crash. I've had it be slow and have slower times, but I never actually had it lock up totally and just crash. So but I have had this Djuced Software happen just a few times, but a good handful of times, but it has done it, and it's kind of disappointing. So just let you know that. Okay, so those are my big things on there. It does have a lot of features on there, when I could talk about a whole video about it. But just want to show you a couple things that make this controller very, very cool and easy to use, and I do like it. So I just have some sample tracks loaded up here. We'll go back to the hot cues. Okay, now let's just show you, but with a touch of the button, some of the things that you can do within the FX. So I'm going to go back to FX mode here, and it's going to set up, we can go to FX on the software, and I'm sorry you can't see it, but so you can pick a bunch of different FX. They have a lot in here. Let's just kind of look at them. They have all kinds of reverb, reverb, peak, phase, flanger, beat delay, a fade to gray, which is one of my new favorites here, filters, chorus, beat crusher, echo, delay, washout, effect, no effect, filter, low pass, high pass, all kinds of FX in there that you get. So it's very, very cool. So I have mine set already to a few things, but you can just hit them and activate them by a touch of a button. And like I said, one of my favorite ones is a fade to gray, which is great for transitioning. So if you just hit play and say you wanted to, you're in the middle of a song and you want to get to the next one and you just want to drop it on the one, but you want a good outro, with the touch of a button, or if you want to go back into that song, instantly you can get back into it. And then you can hit other buttons. There's an echo out, flanger, a little scratch button. So very, very cool on that. Now, with the other side, you can still, with the filter knob, you can go in and it gives you options to use a couple different filters. You still have that fade to gray, you have the flanger, echo, and a beat repeat. So let's say we'll go to echo, and I'll play this other song over here. And now I can just with the filter knob, and I can also use the filter knob to do nice transitions. Or we can go with the fade to gray, and I can switch it on the go here. Go to fade to gray, and then I want to do the same thing with the filter knob though. So it's very, very cool that you can just affect those right away just with the filter knob. And it can make transitioning and doing all kinds of special FX things and all types of possibilities open to you to do. And you know, adding slip and some other things, you have a lot of things you can do straight off the control off of here. Now, yes, using the slip, you'll have to hit it with your mouse or something, but just with the filter knobs and the FX buttons, you can really do some cool transitioning with this controller. So it's very, very cool, and I do like that and the way it works with the software. So very, very cool. Now there's all other types of things you can do with this. Like I said, you have your hot cue, loop, roll, slicer, beat jump, all kinds of things. Very, very cool. And then let's just talk about the things you have in your library here. We'll go back to the browser screen. So you have all songs, which will list your whole library, artist, genre, last added, most played, top, demo songs, and then in your library you have songs, playlists, explorer, sample, iTunes, recording history, and favorites. So you have all that within your library as well. So, but like I said, it does take a while. I'm still doing it right now as we talk. I'm analyzing some songs and keeping this going. And hopefully, like I said, I don't have any more crashing issues. But like I said, I think that's about it, guys. I talked about the 300, the 200, the software, what you're going to get, some features that are really cool in this. If you guys want some more information or anything else, leave me some feedback. I will make it for you guys. I'll talk more about the Djuced software if you want, or the controller. Tell me what you think about the difference between the 300 and the 200. If you guys have any of those, let me know. Leave me some feedback. Please like, subscribe, share. It's DJ Martini Midwest, Midwest Raider, DJ Martini Services, DJMartiniMidwest.com. Check them all out. Please like, share, subscribe. More videos to come always. And just trying to build my channel, guys. Be honest, leave you good information, good reviews, and talk about some cool equipment. So thank you very much, guys, and we'll talk to you all later.